Hello guys and gals, and welcome to this episode that's just going to be in between the two seasons, showing you what's happening. So first up, stadium expansion plans announced. The board have announced plans to enlarge the stadium by 13,183 seats. Initial estimates indicate that the planned work will cost around £80 million. The board have secured a loan of 79.59 million to help finance the stadium project. It is expected to take around 15 months to complete. The ground's capacity will be temporarily reduced as some parts of the stadium will be closed. So, wow, nearly 80 million. But it will increase capacity to 64,000. No roof, undersill heating, build starts today and build should be completed 18th of the 9th 2020, so just over an entire season. Board to upgrade youth facilities. The board have announced the construction work has begun on the upgrade of club's youth facilities. Initial estimates indicate that the planned work will cost around £5 million, so there's £85 million already. The board are delighted to announce that they have been able to finance the project without having to secure any extra external funding. It is expected that this ground improvement will take around 8 months to complete, so not as long. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So before the new youth intake. Oh, I didn't show you awards. End of season awards. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, friendlies that we've currently set up. Whether they actually happen is one thing, but yeah, we're going to be touring, if it all happens, we're going to be touring Saint Pierre and Miquelon, and we'll be playing Asia, ASIA, ASM and ASSP, and then we'll be touring Egypt, and we'll be playing Zamalek, Al Nasser, Egypt, and Olympic Alexandria. It's costing us more than we're going to get from it, but who cares? In terms of schedule, so far, we don't really want to go ahead and do too much, just in case of fixtures that come up. So that's all we've done for now for the first team, but for the under-20s, they are going to be touring Ireland and Northern Ireland, the only current available places they can tour. So they'll be playing Ballymena, Ballymallard United, Kilbrack United, Sligo Rovers, Arklow, Portadown, Castlebar, and Linfield. So two teams that we have affiliate with. And what else? Right, pre-season start date 1st of July. Didn't really change that. Yearly training summary. 11 unhappy, 11 content, 49 happy. They're pretty well done with the familiarity. Senior season report, injury reports. So most was Jorge Silva with 5-6 weeks, with the least being, well, a lot of them. Scouting report, end of season confidence review. Not sure why they're disappointed with the number of young first team players I've signed. Have I not signed enough? Have I signed too many? It doesn't tell me. But overall, they're happy. End of season team meeting, I just told them I was happy with how everything went, and that I expect them to come back and do exactly the same. Season review. So Rangers had been expected to make much of the Ladbrokes Premiership title running and lived up to their pre-season billing by finishing on the pile, on top of the pile, whatever. Match of the season, 6-1 winner over Dundee. Moment to forget, 3-1 loss to Hearts in the Championship group. Finished first, won the Scottish Cup, won the Betfred Cup. 97% full, 97% attendance average, and total players used 97. End of season awards. So, fans player of the season, number 1, Lee Wallace, 40% of fans. Second, Barry McKay, 25% of fans. And Philo Kehrer with 22% of fans. Goal of the season, Aidan Brooks versus Barcelona. Let's have a flashback to that. So, it was, if you remember, it was Brooks, that nice shot, boom, absolutely banging. That was just well deserved. It gave us the equaliser, and then if we remember, we went and won that game. So signing of the season, Carlos Salcedo on a free. His determination isn't great, is still improving. 25, Mexican. Got his international debut a couple of years ago, but other than that, not really seen much. Young player of the season, Barry McKay, 24. How can he be young player of the season, 24? Right, stats. So top goal scorer, Zach Rudden with 17 goals. I'm not sure if that includes players that are in, out, blah, blah, blah. Highest average rating, Philo Kehrer. Most assists, Barry McKay with 12. Best pass completion, Diego Poyet, 89%, even though, well, obviously he went out on loan. So we are waiting to see how he is done. Most player of the match awards, Philo Kehrer with 5. Most yellow cards, Lee Wallace and Ross McCraw with 6. Most red cards, Philo Kehrer, Grant Hanley and Declan Sweeney with 1. Players inducted into Rangers overall best 11. So the pick of the players was Diego Poyet and James Tavernier and Joseph Magalan also broke in. So the starting 11, Robbie McCrory, Philo Kehrer, Danny Wilson, just about still in there, Ross McCrory, James Tavernier, Lee Wallace, Diego Poyet, Joseph Magalan, Barry McKay, Enzo Zidane and Zach Rudden. So it's still taking that 5-2-3 formation we went with, but we haven't gave up on it. Just because we've been recently switching about, it doesn't mean we gave up on that formation. In fact, that is still my preferred formation. So the substitutes are now Predrag Rajkovic, Tyus Browning, Will Hughes, Jordan Rossiter, David Selk, Jason Denayer and Martin Waghorn. So let's what I'm going to do is, right, let's go with the overall, and then we're going to go, right, 2016-17, where are they now? Blah, blah, blah. Right, 2017-18, where are they now? And 2018-19, where are they now? What else? Anything else to really summarize? Contract extensions, where are they? I believe we have let a few more players go. Right, contract extensions. So Diego Poyet, a further year. Scott Gray, 2 year. Agor, 1 year. Aaron Ramsdale, 1 year. Peter Hannes, 3 years. Giovanni Goreto, 2 year. Gordon Graham, 2 year. Almin Hussainov, 1 year. Andy Martin, 2 years. Sergei Perrier, 3 year. Ewan Johnston, 2 year. Andy McPhee, 1 year. Thomas Grussman, 3 year. Gibson, Irvine, and Watson, all 1 years. Bart, a 2 year. Anderson, McAllister, McWalter, Proti, Johnston, and Walsh have all had 1 year contract extensions. All automatic contract extensions. There are still others that we have yet to go through. So, what else? We had to pay £8 million out to shareholders. We apparently made a profit of 95.78 million, so we successfully complied with regulations there. A tax bill of 10.75 mil. Oh wait, yeah. Commercial summary, not so good this season. Only improvement was competition prize money, up by just under 10.2 mil. Other than that, everything else has, well, broadcast revenues has majorly dropped from 7.43 mil to 726k. Other than that, everything is close to where it was. And right, that brings us to where I am. Right, Bierman is now homegrown. Who else is close to it? Benoit Nyssen. I think we're letting him go. So Benoit Nyssen and Joseph Magellan are very close to doing it. Kieran Balfour not far behind. But we'll see what happens for now. Right, best 11. Where are they now? So Robin McCrory, Philo Carroll, Ross McCrory, Lee Wallace, Diego Paye, Joseph Magellan, Barry McKay, Enzo Den, and Zach Rodden are still with the club. Jason Denayer is currently playing for Manchester City. Predrag Rajkovic turns out for Shakhtar Donetsk. Will Hughes plays for West Ham United. Jordan Ruster is at Stoke. Danny Wilson and James Tavernier are at Everton. Tyus Browning turns out for Derby County, and Martin Waghorn is at Millwall. David Selk is at RBL. But Tyus Browning is, of course, out on loan, so he could be returning, but hopefully we're going to get rid of him. Right, so 2016, where are they now? So, Lee Wallace, Barry McKay, Diego Paye, Enzo Zidane, and Zach Rodden are still at the club. Nikolai Budorov is currently playing at AS St Etienne. Wes Foderingham is at Crystal Palace. Rob Kiernan, it turns out, for Watford. Lucas Mull is at Hoffenheim. Danny Wilson, Jack Thompson, and James Tavernier are at Everton. Matt Gilks turns out for Blackburn Rovers. Harry Forrester plays for Hearts. Martin Waghorn is at Millwall, and Lee Hudson plays for Milton Keynes Dons. The other players featured in that side were Joey Barton, who is now retired and is a manager. Not very good at the minute though. And Joe Garner, who has retired and become a scout, but wouldn't mind getting him back in, but his ability isn't very good, but his determination is high. So we might check back on him. So 2017, the vast majority of the team are still involved in football, with just one player having retired. Robin McCrory, Ross McCrory, Lee Wallace, Enzo Den, Barry McKay, Philo Carrot, Zach Rodden are still with the club. Denayer is playing for Manchester City. Predrag Rajkovic turns out for Shakhtar Donetsk. Will Hughes plays for West Ham United. Jordan Ruster is at Stoke. Lucas Klosterman is at turns out for Newcastle, and Lucas Augustinson is at Crystal Palace. Danny Wilson is at Everton. Brian Pereira is at APOEL Nicosia. Tyus Browning turns out for Derby County, but of course is on loan, and David Selk is at RBL. The other player to feature in that side was Stefan Skugel, who has retired at 25. Wow. Why did he retire? He didn't even go to anyone. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have let him go. So 2018, where are they now? Rob McCrory, Philo Carroll, Ross McCrory, Lee Wallace, Barry McKay, Enzo Zidane, Zach Rodden, Reece Burke, Diego Paye, James Magellan, and Lucas Cage are still with the club. Pablo Atansov is currently playing for Inter. Andrei Marcinov plays for Feyenoord Rotterdam. Lucas Zidane is at Stade Rennais. Martin Catalan is at Real Hispalis. Omar Suarez is at Hoffenheim. James Tavernier and Danny Wilson are at Everton. So, of course, out of all them, the only ones that have actually left are Tavernier and Wilson. So, that's that, and I'll bring you back if anything else happens. See you soon. So, hello and welcome back. I thought I would bring you back for this. So, Rangers have been given 6.64 million from Champions Cup television revenue. Squad bonus payout of 625k. And this. Biggest overachievers, Rangers. It was a competition to remember for Rangers who thrilled everyone with their performances in reaching the quarter-final where they lost to Barcelona. Not bad. Not bad at all. Manchester United won it. And that's that. Here's agreed terms. The other player, obviously, he's one of the ones we released, and he said he didn't want to rejoin, but here he is, re-agreeing terms. And we're set to sign a young 18-year-old English goalkeeper, Alfie Johnson. And Lewis Strapp has signed a new contract. 5k wage, minimum release fee of 15 million to foreign clubs, which is anything other than Scotland, I believe. Optional 2-year extension, wage after reaching international appearances 25k, 1k appearance fee, 1.5k clean sheet bonus, and £500 substitute fee. And we have re-signed Gonzalez. So 2 of the players were released and said they didn't want to rejoin. Well, one has definitely rejoined. The other one, we are just waiting to see if he actually rejoins. Alright, Joel D. Alessandro, he is going to rejoin on trial. You'd think if they didn't want to rejoin, they wouldn't accept rejoining the trial. Oh god. It definitely needs some more developing. It's working on that central midfielder role and agility. And we're going to see, yeah, he's letting us talk contracts as well. So, wow. Let's pretty much go with the same. So, 1k, not 15k, 1.5, 500, 25k, none of that, and you can have, oh crap, 10k after, oh shit, not 5. It's a shame you can't add international as well, so like put 10k after 10 league games and maybe 25k after so many international games. But let's see what he says to that. He's agreed that. Nice. So Brentford have made an offer for Martinez, 500k. What did we pay for him? 3. What's he valued at? Let's try and push it up to 750. Yeah, we'll take that. LOSC want Diaby on loan. What have we got in terms of right backs? So right defenders. Oh god, wow, lots that can play there. Oh wow, Debayet, Smith. Wait, where is Diaby in terms of that? 1, 2, 4. Rotational. No. Right, Lorient loan offer for Davidson. First team, right back. Yeah, sure. Alright, so Gerda's work permit has been granted a conditional British work permit. Cool, you can rejoin. So, 2 players that were without work permits have now got work permits. Nice, right? Rangers to sign Salgado. Martin set to move on loan. Logan Martin. Right, so Logan Martin is going to go and ply his trade with SC Heerenveen for a season, and I'll bring you back in terms of anything else, or in a couple of days when all the transfers happen. See you soon. So, hello and welcome back again. Here we are, and we have added 16. So, Khaled Ziani, 18-year-old Algerian, centre mid, attacking mid. Jeffrey Yahya, 18-year-old Ghanan, left side, midfield centre, midfield defence, right back. Valentin Natsev, 18-year-old Bulgarian, midfield centre, striker, attacking mid. Valentin Mitov, 17-year-old, very versatile player. That is wow. Wow. Stuart Proctor, 18-year-old American left back, slightly right back. Oscar Gonzalez, 19. Well, of course we know him. He's already been here before. 19-year-old Paraguayan defensive centre, left back, left wing back. Sebastian Salgado, another one we already know. 19-year-old Argentinian centre back, right wing back. He definitely seems to be improving. Joel D'Alessandro, again, another one we know, 19-year-old Argentinian, and his determination has risen. That is the reason we got him back. Again, the rest of his stats really aren't that good, but the rise in determination, like, it wasn't that good before, but the minute we signed him, his determination shot up. So Grant Hanley, we've got him in. It's probably only short term, but it's just to strengthen up, and the fact that he's Scottish. Bruno Narahona, 18-year-old Portuguese centre back, and he can play striker. Paulo Muniz, 17-year-old Portuguese defensive centre back, right wing back, left wing back. Rory Barr, 18-year-old Northern Irish midfield centre, attacking midfield centre, right mid, right wing back, and slightly defensive mid. Alfie Johnson, 18-year-old goalkeeper, English goalkeeper. Joseph Schmidt, a 16-year-old German right mid, right wing striker. David Murdoch, 18-year-old Scottish striker, left mid, left wing, right wing, attacking mid, centre mid. And finally, Tugay Aydin, 16-year-old German striker, attacking mid, right wing. Now we do have to just move some of these youngsters down. We don't want anyone up in the first team below 100. So, well, only a few. So yeah, that is that. Let's move them down to there. Let's go into the under-20s and have a look how things are shaping up here. Oh, Karas is ready to move into the senior squad, and a couple more that are getting very close. Right, we do want to be seeing anyone in here. Right, Karabaki. Right, I'll bring you back after I've dealt with all this and anything new. See you soon. Hello and welcome back once more. We have done it. We have risen above the Sky Bet Championship. We're still generally equal in terms of star reputation rating, but we're getting there. We're climbing up 6 places. We've just climbed, so yeah, that's that. Um, that is great. We've moved up 55 places to 51st in the new European club rankings for the season. Nice. So that that's done us pretty good. Oh wow, we've gone above Fenerbahce, OM, Feyenoord, AC Milan. Don't even know who they are. Lazio, Young Boys, Mainz, Vigo, Legia, Everton. Stu, we've gone above Celtic, Krasnodar, Southampton, PAOK, Augsburg, Girondins Bordeaux, Ghent, Red Bull Salzburg, Torino, Victoria Plzen. Oh my god, we've gone above a lot. Ludogorets, Dynamo, LOSC, Dynamo Moscow, Rapid Vienna, Mold, Genk, Bate, Copenhagen, Guingamp, Panathinaikos, Hull, Lokomotiv Moscow, Levant, Malaga, APOEL, Rosenborg, Birmingham, Fulham, Newcastle, Stoke, Swansea, Wigan, Rio Ave. We raised like 50 something places, didn't we? So OGC Nice, Sassuolo, Karabakh, Malmo, and that's probably about where we was. We've got plenty of players that should be homegrown, but we could be seeing a lot of play. Oh, Scotland gained Champions Cup place. Scotland have moved up 10 places to 10th position in the European National Coefficients table. As a result, they will receive an extra Champions Cup place for the 2020-21 season, with the Champions Cup now qualifying directly for the group stage. Is that next season? So 2020 to 2021 Champions Cup places, group stage 1. Best place, third qualifying 1. Champions, second qualifying phase 0 was 1. So, yeah, nice. That's sweet. So now 2 teams can go through. Oh, next season 2 teams will be able to go through. And 2020-2021 Euro Cup places, group stage 1 was 0. Third qualifying round 1 was 0. And second qualifying round 1 was 1, which is the same. So no additional teams, but 2 will get to enter at a much earlier state, at a much later stage. Nice. So I'll bring you back in terms of anything else pretty important. See you soon. Hello and welcome back. So here we are. Another new achievement, so to say. Rangers have reached top spot in Scotland. Rangers have become arguably the most reputable club in Scotland after overtaking Celtic in the list published today. Livingston, blah blah. So yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, I will see you in a couple of days to update you on transfers. See you soon. Hello and welcome back once again. It came a bit earlier than I expected. The 2019-20 Ladbrokes Premiership fixture list has been announced. Rangers will kick off the 2019-20 Ladbrokes Championship with a trip to Betfred Cup quarter-finalists Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Rangers' first match at Ibrox Stadium will be against beaten Scottish Cup finalist Ross County. The girls' first game against fierce rival Celtic takes place on Saturday, 14th of September. Rangers' last scheduled fixture is against last year's beaten Betfred Cup finalists Aberdeen. So let's have a look at the schedule, shall we? What? That looks... Okay, that looks better. Okay, so here we are. Our second tour got cancelled because of Championship qualifier second leg. Hopefully this will be the last season we have to go through the qualifying. So we've added in a few other fixtures, which are Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, and Atletico Madrid. And of course, we'll face FH, who are Fimleikag Hafnarfjörður, Icelandic Premier Division team. And then, of course, Inverness, Ross County, blah blah blah. But of course, we are still waiting for the Betfred Cup to be announced. Don't really want to go ahead and book in too many more fixtures. We could do one more challenge before the opening thing, though. So let's see who we've got available. Let's go with Sevilla. So that has been accepted, and I will bring you back again in a couple of days. Hopefully we might have something about the Betfred Cup. We'll have some news obviously about Kante joining, the first friendly, and then transfers. See you shortly. Hello and welcome back to what should be the last part of this pre-season update, so to say. So, what has happened? What's going on with the squad? Well, as you can see, we still have massive squad. That's just first team. So Abdoulaye Bro is out on loan. Sergei Peria is out on loan. Dan Barr's out on loan. Jorge Garcia is out on loan. There's bids for Tyus Browning, Alex Finney, Ross McCrory. Oscar Gonzalez has gone out on loan. Brian Lanigans, we know he's out on loan. Gokhan Gul, you can be added to development list. Traore, you can be added to development list. What else have we got? So where did we get to? Romero Lira is still on his loan. Alcides is still on his loan. Alexander Svatok has returned, and he has gained Scottish nationality. So yeah, that is good. So we don't even have to apply for a work permit now. Sebastian Salgado, Giovanni Goretto, Ewan Johnston, they're all loan listed, development listed, and wanted. Andy Martin is under a bid. Nemesi is out on loan. Gibson, Malumbu's transfer listed, but no interest yet. Diego Puyé has gone back out on loan. Kieran Balfour's gone out on loan. Jack Thompson. No, I think we might keep you here for now. Capezzi is under a loan bid. Is not developed as much as we was hoping during that season. Harness is wanted, but we keep refusing offers. As with most, Pavel Atansov, he's wanted, as with most, but we're only willing to let him go out on loan. Ashmore is loan listed. Wait, these two not on development list. Okay, that kind of sucks. Add to development list. Joel D'Alessandro is under a loan bid. Rudy Linda is loan listed and development listed. Marcio Pereira has he returned, or has he? Yeah, he's returned. So he's had a fairly decent time while out. First season out on loan, he got 23 games for Kilmarnock, and he scored one. Not great, but yeah. Then last season, he was out on loan at Bristol City, played 40 games, 3 goals, 10 assists, 3 players of the match, 6.81 rating. Happy with that. He might be there or thereabouts with the squad. We're still waiting to see what's going on with everything, but Yeah, that's that. Ryan McGinn is under a loan bid. Declan Sweeney is wanted, as with all of my Wonder Kids. They keep trying to poach him away for virtually nothing. Tudgate Aiden, he's under a loan bid. Let's see, what else have we got? Aiden Brooks is wanted, but we're not willing to let him go. Breno Bertolini, he's wanted. We might actually sell him. I don't know. We might give him another season or two, maybe three. Barry McKay's wanted, but we don't want to let him go just yet. Liam Burt, what are you doing on the loan list? You're good enough now. And Zidane, right, Logan Martin's out on loan, Bajonas is out on loan. Oh, we missed a few loans here. Right, Balfour, Agor and Williams are out on loan. Martin and Libissier have gone back out on loan. Steve Torres is under a loan bid. We're inquiring about Craig Lech, whatever. Samuel Mensah, he wants a transfer to Valencia, and they are interested, but I don't know if we want to sell him. It's simple as. Andy Carroll, we've loan listed him, transfer listed him, but no interest yet. Dallas, loan listed, wanted. Usherman, teams keep coming in trying to poach him away, but we're not willing to let him go yet. Marcinov, loan listed, but for some reason not on the development list. Right, Catalan, he's returned. Darwin Molina is loan and development listed. Fikej is loan and development listed, but no luck so far. Gordon Graham is under a loan bid. David Murdoch and Paul Russell, and I forgot to mention Ale Sorensen, are all out on loan. Ivo Karras is under a loan bid, and of course Ronan Devlin. Luckily enough, we've managed. Oh, I was looking at the wrong player then. Luckily enough, we've managed to spur off their interest in signing him. I think it was Manu that wanted to, but yeah, that's good. So that is that. In terms of transfers, right, so here are the ins. Alicante in on a free. We've obviously spoken about most of these already, but we'll just go through it again quickly. So Tudgay Aiden, 250k. David Murdoch, 500k. Joseph Smith, 1 mil. Alfie Johnson, free. Rory Barr, 43k. Paulo Muniz, free. Bruno Nerona, free. Grant Hanley, 1 mil. Joel D'Alessandro, free. Sebastian Salgado, free. And Oscar Gonzalez, free. All previously with them, but we released them because they looked like there was not developing, and then it seemed like there was. Stuart Proctor from New York Red Bulls Academy for free. Valentin Mitov, 250k. Valentin Natsev, 250k. Jeffrey Yahaya, 230k. And Khaled Ziani, 74k. So, in terms of out, oh god, where do we start? You know what, let's just go in terms of, let's just start with the loans. So, Johnny Taylor, Ryan Davidson, Jorge Garcia, Ali Sorensen, Paul Watson, Riley Rodriguez, Brian Labissiere, Israel Alvarado, Michael Hewitt, Chukwudi Agor, whatever, Khaled Ziani, Sergei Atakayi, Michael Anderson, Alessio Lazaro, Tony Bush, Jamie Baronas, Oscar Gonzalez, Tony Gibson, Lamine Diaby. He did go out on loan, but we recalled him because we sent too many good right backs out on loan. Danny Johnston, Salvador Garrido, David Murdoch, Kenny McWalter, Jeffrey Yahaya, Sergei Perrier, Stephen Kelly, Kieran Belfort, Almin Hussainov, Dan Barr, Radek Hovav, Mark Watson, Paul Russell, Logan Martin, Miles Bierman, and Diego Poirier have all gone out on loan. Releases: Amin Bouzet, Gavin Diniez, Rodrigo Godinez, Matias Gonzalez, Cameron Butler, Mark Albinger, Sebastian Salgado, Oscar Gonzalez, Joel D'Alessandro, Ryan Cinnamon and Thomas Gruston have all gone out on frees. Not sure why the board accepted a free offer from Dundee for him, but looking back at it, I can see why. No determination at all. I don't see him developing. At best, he's going to be a mediocre. So of course, Jordi Alessandro, Oscar Gonzalez, and Sebastian Salgado all was released but re-signed. And then finally, right, Kevin Mbuti has gone to St Mirren, 7.5k, potential of 9.5. Ruben Cuervo has gone to Valencia, 9.75. Ewan McPherson has gone to Hamilton for 10k. Benoit Nyssen to Rafe for 10k. Pietro Beruato to Blackburn for 23k. Aidan Wilson to Wolves for 37.5k. Jack Adamson to Huddersfield for 74k. Julio Iricabar to Numantia for 97k. Jonathan Martinez to Huddersfield for 750k. Now this one I am pissed off about. The transfer was agreed, 15 million upfront with clauses, and on accepting it, I didn't realise, and suddenly it said 5 mil. So yeah, really not sure what happened there. Guess I've just got FM'd, and Watford came in with a straight up 7.5 mil after about 10 negotiations of rejecting, and then a few offers upping it to like 7.5 plus clauses, but they rejected that and just came in with the 7.5, which was his minimum release fee, so the board accepted it. Nothing we could do, but he was falling out of favour in terms of first team. So yeah, that's that, and I haven't saved for ages, so that is that, and I will see you back for, I believe, the first game we will be playing is the Champions Cup qualifier. So I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.